Now, what is happening, people of the content casting today? I thought I'd take you along the Quayside in Newcastle, one of my favourite spots, but where better to start than the world's first ever Tilton cyclist bridge, the Millennium Bridge, linking Gateshead to Newcastle. So I'm going to take you along the Quayside, show you exactly what I see. It's absolutely freezing, by the way, so don't let the sunshine fool you. I'm nithering. But I thought, because this is one of my favourite spots in Newcastle, a lot of people will say, ads, you're always very pro-Sunderland. And when you come to Newcastle, there's often areas you'll go to where you'll not talk necessarily positive about them. And all I can do is literally show you what I see. This place is literally one of my favourite spots in the North East. So I thought, I'll take you down. Oh, yeah, man. It's unreal, this spot. And if you're from the North East, you're very, very lucky to have this on your doorstep. It's unreal. I'm going to take you around, show you exactly what I see. You've got the Newcastle Crown Courts. I've got a little story about that place. And we're going to walk along the Quayside, make our way all the way along. I'm going to show you some restaurants, some bars, some things that are really interesting for the people of the North East. So if you're from here and you haven't been around here, or there's certain spots that you want to try out, let's point them out and talk about them. So anyway, enjoy it. But the views from this bridge are just insane. Obviously, you've got the Sage over there, the absolute opera house looking thing. So there you've got, obviously, the Tyne Bridge, which the big famous bridge in Australia was actually modelled on. I do believe that that was the first one to do it. So the Geordies have definitely scored on that one. And obviously, on the other side, looking over here, you've got the Baltic Art Gallery. That's a nice place, and there's actually a little bar on the top. I went there a few years ago. I don't know if it's still there, but on a night it's lush. You're overlooking the rest of Newcastle. It's all lit up. It's beautiful. You can have a drink up there with your bird or whatever, and it's mint. To the right here, Riverside, obviously you've got the Dakota Hotel. You've got Victor's. I believe Victor's is still there. That's a lovely little restaurant, bar type of place. Pitcher and Piano. I've never actually been in that one. There is one in Durham, I believe. I think it's a bit more upmarket, but I've never been in there, to be fair. I'd rather a Wetherspoon's burger and a pint myself, but that is quite nice. Straight ahead, you've got the Malmaison. Little random one for you, if you didn't know. When Conor McGregor was up here for the BKFC, he actually stayed there for a bit. And then obviously, as we cross this Millennium Bridge, you come onto Newcastle's Quayside. There's Victor's through the distance. So it is there. And I didn't mean to slight Sunderland when I say this. So obviously, for people who watch me, watch the channel, you know that I am a Sunderland person. I'm a Sunderland lad. I'm born in Sunderland. You cannot really argue that there's more effort put into Newcastle. There's more restaurants, more bars. There's just generally more things to do in Newcastle than Sunderland, which is a shame. You want to say your hometown is the place to be, but in terms of things to do, things going on, Newcastle's definitely the spotlight. Hi, mate. Class. It does look warm, doesn't it? But it's absolutely freezing. Kind of walking on the promenade of the River Tyne. Obviously, this will have been, well, the shipping was, obviously, Sunderland's known for its shipyards, but there'll have been a lot of shipping, a lot of coal, a lot of things flown along this river way back when. And I know this was the home of the Tuxedo Princess, a big nightclub on a ferry, and it was docked right in the middle of the Tyne. Obviously, I'm too young to have been there, but I know there's definitely people who are watching this and will have been on that boat. There'll have been some days them, I bet. It's a nice little area, and also they're obviously revamping this, what they call it, the Quayside Garden. Got a little green area here, which is kind of cool. And there used to actually be some sand on here, you know, where people had deck chairs and shit. Do I get a coffee from here? Nah, can't be asked to hold it. And right here, you've got Newcastle Crown Court. So there's been some really famous cases here. You had, for one, David Bieber, the guy who, I believe he was from the States, who came to the UK and killed the police officers in Leeds. He ended up coming here And he got tried here and he went away for a very long time, so he should the absolute muppet. So if you watch the video I did about the Sunderland Strangler, Stephen Greaveson, he actually got tried in Leeds, but one of the later convictions, I think it was in 2013, he was actually tried for that here because they found out about the murder a little bit later on, but this is where it happened. But there's been loads. You've obviously had that Colin Norris, you know, the bloke who killed the elderly people. I don't know how he done it, but I think he was some kind of doctor, or I don't know what he was doing, but he killed them elderly people and he got tried here and all. There's obviously loads of people. The people who chopped down the tree at the Sycamore Gap, I think they were tried here and all. Obviously there's loads of famous cases. I'm not going to go all into them now, but to know that this obviously, all these horrible people get tried at this place here. So I am assuming if you hang around here long enough, you might see the paddy wagons of people getting took to court and served up good and proper. So I used to always think, Reed, see this place here on the corner called the Hooch. Sure that used to be a Starbucks. I'm sure it was. If you know, let us know in the comments. But what a location for a Starbucks. Sitting in the window, having your coffee, doing a bit of work on your laptop if you want, or just scrolling socials, whatever's your game, and overlooking all this. Unreal, man. Absolutely unreal. We'll cross the road, some cool little spots out here and all. The first one being Dude. That was a place you could go and stroke cats while you were having a bacon sarnie or something. We'll have a little dig along here. So this place here, it's called Dude, Ancient Flavours of Persia and the Levant. Have I said that right? But I want to try it really, really bad. It's your birthday this week. Oh well, lass, get on it. What's the menu looking like? Hummus, grilled sweet corn, blistered padron peppers, char-grilled monkfish, kebabs, shashliks. Fairly priced and all that, like. Shashlik for 26 bank, but in a restaurant on the quayside. And I'm not even going to gun in there, but I've heard some very, very good things about this. Again, it's something else that I love about Newcastle. Like, I love about the quayside rather, because Newcastle city centre itself, there is definitely more going on, but the quayside is definitely, although it's been up and coming for years, they'd never fail to just make it better and better. Like, you're not getting spots like that in Sunderland, are you? What we've got here. Custom House. Don't know what that is. Trinity Chambers, barristers. Fair enough. Oh, it's not a Greg's, is it? Pasties for the lads. Then you've got ice cream for pizza. So you can actually get a slice of pizza in a pint from there, which is quite nice. Obviously you need the weather for it if you want to sit outside. Nevertheless, it's still canny mint. Solicitors. Again, it's probably a good location for solicitors, liking it with the court just being there. Expert legal advice. And other solicitors. Sorry, mate. No, you're all right. But it's a mint vibe down here. And over there, a bit like the stack that we've got in Sunderland, or obviously there's a stack in Newcastle and all, but they've turned them containers into little eateries and bars and restaurants, and that's proper cool as out. I've only ever been there once, I think, and it was class, but it was peak summer, like proper end of July vibes, and a pint, bit of pizza or whatever you want from there. Insane, like. But I need to show you this place actually. So if you come on King Street, just take a right, you see the slug and lettuce and all that. But if you walk up here, I'm gonna have to take you to my favourite restaurant probably ever been to. And I've been to some very, very nice places, and I've been fortunate enough to eat all around the world. And I've had some unbelievable food, I really have. I'm a proper foodie. proper fat lad. But this, if you are from the northeast and you like your curries, you like your street foods, you like any of that type of cuisine, I'm telling you now, there's no better place than this. I've been a few times now, I've never once had a bad meal, even a starter, a drink, everything has been absolutely bob on. So basically, you come up here from the quayside, obviously you've got the bridge, or you can come that way from kind of down the bank, from Dean Street. And if you come here, this is it here. It's called Kai. I mean, the building itself is just majestic, innit? But honestly, lads, if you're watching this and you tack your missus here, I'm telling you now, you'll be in for a good night. Because it's unbelievable. So Kai, all day menu. Look at it, man. You've got your chicken, your chickpea chats, chili chicken, saffron paneer. Oh, that kale and sag paneer. Butter chicken, that's a vibe, unreal. You've got the goan prawn, balcho, Kashmiri lamb, Rogan Josh. That's what I get. Really fair priced as well. And I think it's family run as well. In fact, she'll go in and see if we can speak them. They didn't want me on camera, but fair enough, I respect it. And then these are absolute iconic steps. If you're into photo shoots, you'll have seen this spot all over the place, because this has been used to death. Because you get like the view of the watchtower, or the clock tower rather, and the steps. Anyway, we'll make it back to the quayside, but I just want to show you that place because it's just unreal, honestly. I don't know if this is open. This is a Sri Lankan vibe. Dinithi. Taste of Asia. Sri Lankan Indian restaurant. It does say they're open. But again, for me, like, this is what Sunderland misses out on. Like, where you gone for a Sri Lankan in Sunderland, like, I don't know if it's a sign of the culture or the type of people who come through Newcastle, or the fact that there's a lot of students. Obviously, it's a bigger city, and it's a more major city. When people think of the northeast, they always think of Newcastle. For some reason, they didn't think of Sunderland, which is sad, but got to give it to them. I mean, they've got more to offer, I guess. Got a cakery here, and like I say, I'm going to go back down to the quayside, but I've just got to show you this spot here, because this, if you want a nice brekkie, I'm telling you now, if you want a nice breakfast, so you can go in here, Queen's Calf, which is insane. I mean, I'll tell you what, let's see if there's a, you know what, actually I might get something to take away. Burgers, chicken avocado sarnies, wraps, chicken and chorizo. You've got King's breakfast, Queen's breakfast, steak and eggs, Turkish eggs, smashed avocado, Biscoff, stacked pancakes, eggs on toast. Ah, well, mate. Again, you know what's the worst thing? Again, I didn't want to sound like I'm slagging Sunderland off, because I'm definitely, obviously I want Sunderland to have more things like this, but I know for a fact if you're from Sunderland you'll agree with us. How many times have you got up in the morning and you went, right, I want to go for a nice breakfast? We used to have a place, I think it's still there, along Seaburn, called the Salt House Kitchen, and that used to be canny banging. You'd get like a lot of that type of stuff in there. But then I went a few times and it kind of went a bit, just not great, like. So, like, you struggle for nice food and that, which is like a shame. You know what I mean? You want to be in an area where you've got a load of nice options, and even on a night, having a walk into Newcastle city centre, there's more going on. Never mind, obviously, you've got the rest of Newcastle, which I'm going to keep that for another video. This is more about the quayside in this area, but there's just more going on, man. The Vermont Hotel, that's the apart hotel, but obviously it leads on to Avica and above, which is a bar, rooftop bar. What we've got down here, we've got Red House, we've got Bob Trollops. Obviously, you've got the Hard Rock Cafe over the road. Hard Rock's everywhere, isn't there? I think that's still open, to be fair. You've got some nice places down here now as well. I mean, these boozers here, it's been years since I've been in these. Absolute years. I'll show you this restaurant along here and all. There's a Michelin star restaurant called House of Tides, which is never been there. But they do, like, obviously it's Michelin star, so they do like 8-course meals and shit like that. Then you've got that bridge as well, which obviously moves up and down to let cars over. Can't remember the name of that bridge. I've proper messed it up here, haven't I? Sambuca restaurant. In fact, I tell you what, we're gonna have to go out there and have a quick look. They normally have, on a Sunday, when the Quayside markets are on, there's normally stalls all the way along where I've just walked, literally all the way up to the Millennium Bridge. But here, there's normally a Greek place. I think it's called Acropolis, and I do believe that they're in the Stack in Sunderland. Best one. And obviously you've got this bridge here. I don't know if this is called the Swing Bridge, can't remember now. You've got that big bridge up there, which only taxis can go over, and buses, I believe. I think it's taxis and buses. Cars definitely cannot use it. And then obviously look at these views, man. Tyne Bridge, got the Sage over there. The Baltic, where I first started this video, Millennium Bridge in the distance. And then obviously everything over the other side is all Gateshead, where the Hilton and that is, that's all Gateshead, that side of the water. And that's what separates Gateshead and Newcastle. Got some memories about this place. That is Riverside, but when I was young, and it used to be called Sea. And it's where I first ever met a load of my favourite artists, let's just say, in there. And it used to be rammed. I'm pretty sure they even had the Game on in there. They had the Game, they had Chipmunk, I met Chipmunk in there. Remember the rapper from London, Chipmunk? Dappy, the list goes on. Anyway, they were all in there. That was the spot, like. Don't know what it's like now. That's the other thing as well, like, Newcastle have always made a go of bringing people in, bringing artists in, singers, songwriters, rappers, performances. They always try and bring it to Newcastle. I remember there was a few places in Sunderland that tried to do it, but they never really did it the same justice. But if you are from Sunderland and you're out there, bring them places to Sunderland. Bring people to Sunderland, because we need to be using the space we've got. Oh man, we've got the beach, we've got so many amazing things in Sunderland. There's the Dubliner. Could be an Irish bar. And we're walking under the bridge here. And I'm gonna go onto the quayside, I reckon. But in fact, I want to quickly show you this area. So this right here is House of Tides. And that is definitely a Michelin star restaurant. I mean, look at the building and all, man, how it's like literally leaning. Don't know if you can see that on camera. But that's literally just under the arches. And you come down the quayside. And that road there sort of goes down and up a big bank back in the Newcastle city centre. But I'm not gonna go up there. You've got a Wetherspoons. The Quayside Wetherspoon. And then I'm more interested in the quayside, because again, this is kind of why I made the video. I want to have a little walk along the quayside and show you around, because as far as walks gone, it's class down here, man. And here's Wetherspoon from the front end. Or the back, is that the back or the front? I think it's the front. And you just literally, like, what other Wetherspoons in the world are you overlooking? Something like that. Unreal, like. Just unreal. I wish you could tell how cold I am right now. Not like you'd give a shit. We've got a Gino De Campo. I mean, his seating area is looking a bit messed up, like. Need to get on top of that, lads. Where's your staff at? But again, location-wise, are you really gonna beat it? Maybe you're looking at the video thinking, why are you buzzing off that? Oh, wow. Wow, what the hell's he doing? That's madness. Should I speak to him and see what the crack is? Or do you reckon he's gonna job us? No, gonna have to speak to him. Are you exercising? Can I just have a get a few words? I'm just filming, mate. It looks amazing. I'm into me training and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Do you normally come down here and train?
Yeah, I'm on the Quayside pretty much every day that I'm off, but I'll try and train every day just to be outside in the sunshine and get some vitamin D, connect up with the floor.
Yeah, it's brilliant. How long have you been training for? Years?
Yeah, in the gym, yeah, but calisthenics really for the last 3 or 4 years, I'd say.
Brilliant.
So handstands is my big kind of like goal, but it's not about the handstand and achieving it, it's about the journey there and everything that I'm doing in between.
Yeah, that's
big believer in getting into squats, lunges, body weight's pretty much all I do, really.
Brilliant, mate. You don't normally see that up and down the Quayside, mate. So when I saw you, I thought I've got to stop you.
You don't need a gym, you don't need equipment.
Yeah,
You're outside, fresh air, sunshine, blue sky, birds, clouds, trees. It's all better for me than being inside a gym.
Are you from Newcastle?
I live here now, but not originally.
What brought you here?
University.
Was it?
Yeah, stayed up here and carried on working up here. So
brilliant,
I've got a thing about, I work in healthcare, but my passion really is about movement and keeping healthy through moving more and moving better.
Mint, mate. That's brilliant. More people need to be doing it, like, don't they? So,
Definitely.
no, unbelievable. Lovely to speak to you, mate.
Yeah, man. All the best.
Thank you, mate.
Take care. Have a good
Watch what
day.
you do, mate. Try, mate. Shout out to that lovely fella. Thought he was a bit of a psychopath when I walked past him, but turns out he's just looking after himself. Mad to see, innit? Mad to see. Let us know your thoughts. Would you do that? Would you do headstands down the Quayside? I wouldn't, personally. But fair enough. Still getting people to move more. So, a nice few words off him, eh? Back to what I was saying there. Like, I know you're probably thinking, why am I buzzing off this? Because a lot of people just don't know that this place is on your doorstep. Like, of course, if you're from Newcastle or Sunderland, you're going to know there's a Quayside, of course you are. But how many people have actually been and used these spots? Like, I've been to a few of them. Even a few weeks ago, I was at an event here at the Copthorne Hotel, where you can see business gadgets in there giving it some. Probably chatting shite to each other, but anyway. And all this was kind of open, so like they did like a breakout part of the event, and people came out here, they were networking, talking, people were having drinks, pints, having a bit of crack on, doing a bit of work, and they were overlooking this. And it's just, I feel like more people need to utilise the area that we've got. And even if you are from Sunderland, like, it's all, you know what I mean, you don't have to be against Newcastle, you can actually enjoy it, do you know what I mean? And it's same as if you're from Newcastle, you can go to Sunderland and enjoy the beach and all that. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's mint, man. Buzzing as a pig in gear. How man. Beautiful. But I think I'm going to wrap that one up here, people. I just want to take you along the Quayside, show you a couple of spots, come on and walk with us because I want to get some steps in. I thought, why not make a video on it, because I know you guys like these type of videos as well as the podcast. Obviously, we've got some unbelievable guests I've already recorded. I'm releasing them every week, so stay tuned for that. I want to say thank you as well to everybody who does watch the content cast, because obviously we're past 20,000 subscribers now, which is close to 21k actually, which is mental to think. The first ever conversation I recorded was with a guy called Tony Jeffries, and when I was doing that podcast I was scared shitless. I was thinking, what the hell am I doing this for? And obviously now I've got 200-300 hours of conversations recorded, and it's the best thing I've ever done. So to have you lot on the journey with us, watch the content every week, and to a point where now people are saying, can you go to this area and walk around and tell us your thoughts? And it's just unbelievable, it really is. And I know I sound like a soppy twat, so I'm going to stop there. Please do let us know where you want us to go next, because every video I make, I literally do it off recommendation. So I see a comment, someone says, go here, talk about this, or go and have a look at this, tell us what you think, and I go there. So it's become more than just a podcast now. Obviously, yes, I still put the podcast out every single week, but these walk-around videos are starting to get a lot of traction. A lot of people are interested in kind of where I've been, where I'm going, the areas, my thoughts, speaking to people, all that type of jazz. And a lot of people are doing these on YouTube as well, but I can happily say, you know, I've been doing this for quite a long time now, and I absolutely love every minute of it, and it wouldn't be the content cast without you lot. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, aye, sound.